I actually brought this article from the newspaper. It's a really short article, and the first quote actually says, people can simply choose a plan in the free market. And that ignorance of the millions of people that can't simply choose a plan is shocking. It's disgusting. You know, I think I always wanted to be a writer. I started reading all the stuff about UCLA and the film school, and I got early acceptance. Well, I think as an undergrad, I was a little slower. I was tired more. I had the biopsy, and then even though, like, I knew that it was a curable cancer, and by reading it, I knew I was gonna be okay, I just totally, burst into tears because, my father had cancer. Because, it's such a big, scary word. I was paying the tuition for winter and spring just so I could keep the health insurance because I could barely really go to class. And it was like just another crazy thing to deal with. Things got more complicated and you had to go to the hospital or see a specialist. It started to get, bureaucratically, it just started to get crazy. I didn't realize I was gonna spend so much time talking to insurance companies on the phone. When I had to get my surgery, finally, like the surgery to take out the tumor, they denied it and they said it wasn't medically necessary. And I remember my doctor, I think he called them and just like yelled at them. Post-grad school, I really stupidly thought I could just go to the free market and try to find health insurance. So yeah, I applied to every single one. HealthNet, Blue Cross, Blue Shield, Aetna, I think Cigna is one, name one. And actually it took like hours and hours and hours and hours. And so one by one I get the rejection and they all said, due to history of thyroid cancer. It makes you feel like you're not you're like a sickling and you're the sick duckling and they should just kick you into the pond. You're not worth it. We're just gonna take care of the healthy people and hope that they breed and not you because you're just gonna slip right through the system. I was pissed. I was like, I don't wanna live in this country anymore. This is ridiculous. So I went to Beijing and I ended up in the Shandong province teaching English in this fishing village.
Hello? What are you doing? Are you running?
I had been in China like 6 weeks with no problems. The first week I was at the school and I had to eat their food every day. I got the worst food. I've never had food poisoning in my life. It was so bad I was in the hospital for a week. They were all fantastic and the whole thing cost $20. Here's a country with a million problems, but they can pull this off. I tried to call somebody with the state of California and they said, well, there's this program, but there's an 18 to 36 month waiting list. So I'm kind of working on that right now. Even if I could get coverage, I still can't pay for it. I'm pissed that I can't get coverage and I at least want the option, but if I get it, I'm gonna go to another country if I get sick. It's all about the money at this point. I have probably a ridiculous fear that I'm gonna slip through the system and be homeless. Because, yeah, I feel like if anything happened to me, I can't pay for it. My family can't pay for it anymore. My friends can't pay for it. So that's that. I think my family took a hit financially too. My mom did a reverse mortgage on her house. I'm not going to be bullied by a failure of some politician's agenda. I'm just going to do what I want. And if I get sick, then there's nothing I can do about it. But I don't want to not do something because I'm worried I'm going to get sick. What I would like is for the politicians to think about everybody in the country and not just people in a certain salary range, people in a certain age range, people of a certain gender or race or how healthy or how sick they are. If somebody's an American, they should be covered.